Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone deck guide I'm going to look at a viable priest deck for ladder, and that is Aggro Shadow Priest. After the rogue nerf, Aggro Shadow Priest has chosen to be the top priest deck on the ladder. It has its fair share of good and bad matchups. It's terrible against stuff like demon hunters and not great against shamans or not great against control warriors, but on the other hand it is pretty decent against stuff like hunters, for example. And it's a deck that can punish both some of the aggro decks and all the slow decks like ramp druids or mages, for example. So it is not a prime candidate to be the best deck in the format, but it has been able to post steady like 53-54% win rates, pretty decent win rates, so it's definitely a deck that you can climb with. And Aggro Shadow Priest, of course, based around Dark Bishop Benedictus start of game. If the spells in the deck are all shadow, enter shadow form, so then you have that hero power that can deal damage. So in an aggro mirror you can use that also to clear board, so that your minions have more chances to hit face. Against slower decks you can just use that to hit face alongside your minions. And the most important minion in this deck, alongside Dark Bishop, is Void Touch Attendant. Both heroes take 1 extra damage from all sources. You're quite often able to build a wide board with Aggro Shadow Priest in the early game, and then if you have some Void Touch Attendants, all of those dealing 1 extra damage, that's just really great. There are also some other shadow synergy cards like Defiance Leper, Battlecry for holding a shadow spell deal 2 damage. Overall, Blizzard has given this archetype nice support over the last expansions. The last time the deck was able to shine was before Mindrender Lucia was nerfed, but it has found some suitable replacements. Because there's cards like Nayak Hexen, Battlecry take control of an enemy minion, Death Rattle give the minion back. But it's surprisingly difficult to kill Nayak Hexen very quickly, so often you're able to use that minion for good effect. And also Serena Bloodfeather, Battlecry, choose an enemy minion, steal attack and health from it until this has more, so if your opponent tries to put like a big taunt on the board, well, Serena can come in and help. Other than that, the deck is also still running good old Mankrik. Battlecry help Mankrik find his wife, she was last seen somewhere in your deck, and once you have shuffled Mankrik's wife into your deck, when you use Tribe in the Shadows, because in addition to Tribe in the Shadows you only have 2 different spells in your deck, it will always offer Mankrik's wife as an option. But you're generally not trying to save Tribe in the Shadows for that, because if you can't find Mankrik, then of course Mankrik's wife will not be in the deck, so you just use Tribe in the Shadows if you come across it otherwise, but if you already have Mankrik in your hand, then you're probably saving Tribe in the Shadows until after you have played Mankrik. As for the mulligans with this deck, you really want to get on the board at the start, and the 3 best 1-drops that you can have are the Void Touch Attendant, the Iron Deep Trog, and Tour Guide. Tour Guide is just great because it makes your hero power cost 0, so especially if you're playing against another relatively aggressive deck, you get the Tour Guide out there and then you can hero power something down immediately so that you can gain board control. So you're always trying to mulligan for at least one of these 3, and beyond that then it starts to depend. Sometimes you want to cult Neophyte, you're facing a slow deck that you know is going to play spells, you want to delay them. Or you have a couple of minions coming and you want to make them stronger, you have Wriggling Horror available, maybe you keep that. Maybe you're confident that you will be able to hit face with a minion and you can keep like a Twilight Deceptor. All sorts of options open up after you have one of these 3 minions in your opening hand. And this is what Aggro Shadow Priest looks like in action. I suppose the peasant is my best chance here. Dark Bishop Benedictus. Me evil. What is it? Pew 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 pew. Lunar Eclipse. Does that make this Ramp Druid? Fascinating. Would love to hold Cult Neophyte for a little later, but I think I will need it on the board. Yeah, I just need it on the board. We need board presence. This into Mankrik into Horrors. Something like that is currently the plan. Whoa! New stuff has appeared. It's still Mankrik turn now. Will they have a buff for these? I need to kill one of those. At 3 mana. They don't even have 3 mana. I'm just gonna jam damage to the dome. Because of that bloom. Now they have another bloom though. Bloom or pounce. Oh no, the other. Let's do Freshman and Horror. Push face damage. They're quite likely to have another bloom there. I'm having a little shaky connection to Hearthstone. I'm not dropping frames from the stream though, so we'll see how this goes. Did I just... No, this was... the end turn button didn't register. Okay. Pounce, Bloom, Innervate. Something like that. Okay. So looks like a Beast Druid. If you're holding a Shadow spell, deal damage. Well, I'm not holding a Shadow spell, sadly. I guess I still want the stuff on the board. Getting stuff on the board is typically useful. But we'll see. Alright, one bloom. Alright, so we're going with the Attendant here. They just bloomed. Definitely going in with the Attendant. Kill the Strongman. Then push. Face. Alright. 4 mana. I've seen 2 blooms. There is a 0-cost card. But it could be yet another bloom. But nope. Boom. Dead. We'll give something like this a try, I guess. Let's see. How do you like Serena in this list? I'm not sure yet. According to statistics, she is like very mediocre. But might be good enough. Make it to the list. More slow druid decks? Maybe. This might not be a peasant time yet. This might actually be Orc Merchant on my Trog. Yeah, you can do that. Or Orc Merchants. I think I want to draw the Shadow spell here, though. Drive in the Shadows, okay. We'll see. They might just hero power again here. Okay, that... I'm not sure. What? What are you doing and why? Want to board lock me? Not board locking, okay. The Neophyte and the Peasant now. I mean, if I could find a Void Touch Attendant, then this game would be over very, very quickly here. Now it's hard to cast spells. Oh, that was beautiful. Wow. That was actually good. Look at that. That was a sweet one. Alright, alright. That was really good. Awesome. Perfect counter to the Trog. I have to kill the Millbreak. Yeah, that was sweet, an anti-Trog tech right there. They can also have some sweet buffs. So I will need to clear this board. And now they could also have... Now they can also have some of those beasts. Like, that summoned a lot of beasts, so... The 4-5 taunts are cheap. I was actually that card played. It has been in the best beast druid list for a while now. But having a single card that actually cleared an entire board, that was pretty awesome. You never get to see stuff like that from a druid. Even raised, it doesn't really do that much right now. Druid should be able to win from here. I mean, big swings with the beasts are coming. Yeah, as always, small sample sizes do not mean anything. I haven't had any really good minions. Nope, I don't think I have. Spammy Arcanist is a kind of a surprise card in the same deck with Mulverick. Seems to get the job done here. I need another 12. I need another 8 damage. How do I do another 8 damage? It's pretty much Mr. Smite. Mr. Smite could still win. Haven't had much of any good minions yet. Let's shoot that one down. This needs to go face. This needs to be played. There is still kind of a 2-turn win with Mr. Smite if they don't find any taunt minions, but that's really unlikely. So I don't think I have what it takes. Because if they find any taunt minions, then that just instantly wins, right? That's definitely Beast Druid, so they run the Matriarchs. And they have some buffs too. Surely not an Iron Bark. My connection to Hearthstone is pretty weak right now. Still not dropping any frames, so it's just Blizzard servers. Actually did have an Iron Bark. Wow. Well, that removed the Smite out. This needs to draw another Void Shard. Didn't. Just an Arbor up here and they win. Even with Void Shard, I still would not have had enough. But Iron Bark was a surprise. I don't think I've met this list before. Iron Barks, Mulverick, Spammy Arcanists. Really weird stuff. Need to kill that off. I have something interesting, more interesting potentially in the race dead. But nope. Not good enough. This is not good enough. I don't think I have any outs from here. I really don't think I do. I just couldn't draw the good stuff. And then Mulverick single-handedly won this game. That was pretty funny. Hadn't seen that before. I mean, I've seen Mulverick, of course, but like winning a game. I haven't played any aggro decks where it would be useful, actually. Because there are almost no decks that run 2 health minions. This is probably the only deck in the meta. But I don't think I have any outs, right? I don't think I do, so we can just concede here. Move on to the next game. Alright. Let's try to trog him up. Here comes the trog. Does the shaman have an answer? I mean, coin flame still kills all the trogs. Well, now they can't do that because of the neophyte blocking their spells. Then we give the Trog Divine Shield. We buff these minions up a little. Kill that one and hit the shaman in the face. Now obviously the flame can be used. Well, do I want to void shard something? Might be a little early. I guess we're going for a raised dead here. Raised dead of Wriggling Horror. And a Neophyte. Those are the minions that are dead, right? Soon anyway, yes. Raised this Neophyte here. Get that one away. Go face with the Trogs. Then I have the Wriggling Horror in hand. Now Shaman can't really coin anything, they can't even play a Feral Spirit. Bit tricky. The Flame cannot kill the Divine Shielded Trog. Do the Horror here. Push face damage. Raw power phase. I don't want to actually play the tour guide. We'll leave the Trog some room to reproduce. Copy, multiply. But now 2 spells. 1 spell to kill this. 1 spell to take the Divine Shield away. And then another one to... Then the Flame. That would help the Shaman. But Windchill only freezes it. So, boom, dead. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.